Catch my black and gay bitch. Catch my black and gay bitch.
Hey guys, you're tuned in to Catch My Black and Gay podcast, where being black and gay is definitely okay. I am your boy Jay, and I have my co-host with me, Chef Vaughn.
Wagwan, wagwan.
There is no Torian today. He is absent, yeah.
He's busy. He's booked
He
and
busy. Mhm.
Booked and busy.
But it's okay, you know. Yeah, we miss you, Torian.
But y'all still need content, so
Right.
we're gonna still.
I mean, well, listen, no shade, no one monkey don't stop no show.
Y'all still need content, so we're gonna.
But there ain't no
still
shade
pull up.
towards my cousin, but still.
He ain't no monkey child.
Oh my God. But it actually, like, it's funny because you and I were talking, we've talked a few times over the years about being young, black, and gay. And both of us have had similar experiences with having an adult or older gay man. We call it fairy godmother or whatever, mentor. It might even be now we call them groomers, honey. But
and if y'all can see my face,
yeah,
I wish that we did do video because
I never. But I talked
ahead.
about this to someone, and they were like, "Oh, you sounds like you were being groomed," and I never looked at it that way. And so,
I don't think that I would do a young person.
Yes.
That's in this lifestyle how I was done when I was a young person.
Yeah.
In this lifestyle. Because understand that we were green.
Very green.
As fuck. Yeah. Like, and I'll be super, super vulnerable and candid and say, like, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't do anything until I was 18. So, yeah. And we spoke about this, like scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But I guess we're going to get into the things.
We are. And so let me give the audience just a little bit of background, or like just bring them in a little bit closer to what we're talking about. So when I was, I guess, 16, I started a job at Wendy's.
We did have the same fucking
And so I started a job at Wendy's, and there was an older gay male there. I think at that time he had to be in his like mid 30s, late 30s. I know he lied about it. I now know that he lied about his age. I think he told me he was like, I don't know. Well,
in his 20s, bitch, or something.
Yeah,
like
I know.
that.
I definitely know he wasn't in his 20s. I knew he wasn't in his 20s. I just think he lied about it. I think he was thinking like, I thought he was early 30s. No, that bitch was mid 30s, late 30s. like he might even been early 40s. Right. And so we became friends. And he was basically showing me the ropes to the lifestyle, because I didn't have anybody to do that with. I felt like, I was hiding who I was, and I didn't have anybody to ask questions to. Like, this guy, he taught me a lot. He taught me what douching was. He taught me, just different language, like the gay language. He taught me how to read a bitch. Like, I'm not taking shit away from him, right? But as I sit back and reflect, and I have more wisdom now, I just see how inappropriate the relationship was. And I don't even care about I won't even, let me take that back. I won't say that the relationship was inappropriate. But it's funny because some of the things we did, mind you, when I was 17, I was driving, right? And so we used to be in the city, right? We used to go to New York. We used to,
No parking.
yeah, we used to go all over the place. And he would be with us. And Chef has met him. I remember specifically my parents were gone for the weekend, right? We were only 17. My parents was gone for the weekend, and this grown ass man spent the night over my house. And he slept in the room with my sister, and it wasn't Jenny there. It was me. Yeah, my sister had her friends there, and he slept in the room with them.
Upstairs. I slept downstairs on the
couch, the little
like the
spoon
couch,
tie
but
thing.
it was in like the that back porch
that
area
back
that you
room.
had that was like still cool. Like it was get breeze. Like I slept down there.
Yep. And then my sister's friend had like another male gay guy there too. And we had fun. It was a sleepover and stuff. We had fun.
It was a good night. I think I had to wang him that night or the
no.
morning.
It was the morning.
I think
it was the morning.
The whole comment of y'all foreigners come up here and get all the loans.
Yes.
And I guess it was funny is we talked about this in a different episode. My long-term memory is great.
Yeah.
I remember what the fuck this man said to me verbatim.
Yeah. And so he made that comment about, foreigners, whatever, come here and get you like, bitch, no, I didn't get here on the boat. I flew. Like, it was so funny. I still remember what you said. But you guys went back and forth, and it was like a really huge argument. And I'm like, oh my God. And so anyway, long story short, this man, again, he exposed me to a lot of things that, my young eyes probably shouldn't have seen. I remember we were coming back on the way from the village, and he met someone. He didn't meet. I'm sorry. Let me restart. We were coming back because this is one memory that I always think about. Like, oh shit, we were on our way back from the village in New York City. That's like, the neighborhood and shit in New York City, for those that don't know. That's what they call it in Philly. And
really?
They call it the neighborhood.
That's cute.
I think it's a nice little name for it. But we were on the train coming back, and he bumped into this guy that he was in jail with. Now, backstory, Chef, you knew this, but he started working at Wendy's because he was on not parole. I don't know what they call it, but probation. He was on something. The probation or what, yeah, okay. But he had just got out of jail from robbing banks. And it was 4 females. They robbed like 3 or 4 banks. And he wound up being that's how I knew he lied about his age, because once I started doing the math, I was like, bitch, if you were locked up for 6 years, like that mean you fucking robbed the banks when you were like 19, but then you said like, it's just shit just wasn't adding up. But anyway, he was in jail for robbing banks or whatever. And we were on the train and we saw somebody that he was in jail with, and the guy was like looking like, oh, what's up with him? At me. Mind you, now, you know me when I was younger, bitch. I had all that acne on my face and shit like that. And so they exchanged numbers, and he was like, yo, bring your friend with you when we link up. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, whatever. The very next day, Sharik is his name. Or sometimes we called him Wallace. His government name was Wallace, bitch. That should have told you everything.
Oh, we're gonna really put his.
Yes, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, that's fine.
The fuck is my story.
I was about to say, this is your story, bitch.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, bitch.
You good.
So the very next day, he called up to the job. I think he was trying to call my cell phone and it was in the back. And he called up to the job, asked to speak to me. And he was like, when you get off work, come to my house. The dude is over here or whatever. I'm about to, we're about to have fun and stuff. And I'm like, really? And so he's like, yeah. And so my ass, after work, I went over there. He lived with his sister, mind you, on the couch, but his sister was out of town. And so the guy, he walked in, I walked in, and him and the guy was fucking already.
Ooh.
And the guy told me to sit down. And as he was fucking him, he told me to come here. And when I came, he started like kissing me and stuff while he was fucking. I don't think I ever told you this shit.
You never told me this shit.
While he was fucking Sharik, he was kissing me.
You guys.
Yeah, he was kissing me and shit. Mind you, I was only 17. And so I'm just like, okay, like maybe whatever. And the dude asks like to fuck me. And I'm like, no, like I've never been fucked before. Like I'm a virgin. Like, and this nigga had he had big gel dick. Like that shit was crazy. This is where I started to see like the grooming part of it. Like, oh shit. Like when I think back, like in the moment I wasn't thinking it, but when I think back, I'm like, oh, that was grooming because it almost felt like he was trying to sacrifice me. Like, this man and I'm 7, instead of being protective, and saying like, nah, he's only, say it again.
I said, and not calling you over there. Like,
right.
You don't call a kid over to some, yeah.
Yeah. And so, even just the places that we went, I met up with some of his friends. Like he used to take me around some of his older friends. The places that he had me, the people that were meeting. The crazy thing is I integrated him with some of my friends, like you and, even my boyfriend at the time, Khalif. And I remember I told you he wound up fucking Khalif. And he told me, and there were just things that he did to me, like
he was so upset about that. I remember
yeah, like he
that was one of the first violations. That was like,
yes,
yeah,
yes, and it was funny because do you remember Tanya that we went to school with? Me and Tanya were friends, and I introduced them to, and the reason why I found out that he was fucking Khalif was because he told Tanya to tell me, like, tell Jason I'm fucking Khalif. And that's how I found out. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so mean. And so even this dude that I liked, again, none of these people was this man's age at all. I would tell him, like, oh my God, I like this dude, I like that dude, or whatever like that. And he would go after them. Not for me, but for himself.
I think with both of our fairy godmothers, and I'm not going to go as deep into mine as we went into yours. Both of them, it was a level of what we would consider jealousy.
Yes. And I don't even like that word, but yes.
We don't like that word. But it was a level of like competition or competing. And I can speak for myself. I don't want to speak for you, but I was never on that page with my God.
No, me either.
I was more so like I wanted to learn. Like I wanted to know like what's the right things to do, what's the wrong things to do. How do
I really thought these people cared, right?
I thought that they gave a fuck, but for me, one of my eye-opening experiences was just like me crawling out their fucking apartment building, like drunk as fuck, into my family's car, and my family being my family and just being like, like, are you good? But it was just like reflecting back on it. It was like, why was it okay that you had me like that? Like, why was that even like okay?
Yeah.
And like you, I met my godparent at my first job, and they were in a like a different position of
Mm-hmm.
authority that I respected, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like my department. I respected like who they were at
Mm-hmm.
the time, and at the time I wanted to emulate that. Like that was something
Yeah.
that I looked up to, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, well, shit, if like this is how I would like to be, and I'm not taking anything away from my fairy godfather because he did teach me some ways of professionalism in some ways.
Right.
No matter if I thought that, no matter if I think that, not thought, if I think that now the student has become the teacher, um, in that time, I do appreciate what it was, and I never thought about being groomed. But as you
Until now.
talked about, no, but as you tell your story,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy how many things we've dealt with in life that we never even spoken about.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
watched my groomer, not groomer, but my godparent suck a dick, and it was just like
You were a kid.
I was a 17, 18-year-old
Mm-hmm.
child,
Mm-hmm.
but I would never do that in front of a kid.
Yes.
Because at the
Correct.
end of the day, this is a child.
Yep.
Like until you're 21, 24, in my head,
Mm-hmm.
you're a child.
Yeah.
Your mind is still impressionable. I'm still taking advantage of, especially when you're in a position of any type of authority.
Mm-hmm.
And what people fail to realize with like positions of authority, it don't have to be direct.
Right.
Because like I just said, he wasn't my boss, but he was a
Mm-hmm.
boss.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was just like, yeah.
Yeah. And I think with I don't know if we described what we're talking about enough, but these are older Black gay men
Mm-hmm.
that basically took us under their wing, and like I said, groomed us. I don't when you say jealous, I mean, yes, I feel like maybe there is a hint of jealousy, but I think
Maybe I shouldn't say jealous.
no,
Maybe I
no,
should
no,
say
no, no, no,
envious.
no. You're right. It's like some jealousy, envious, whatever. I do think just from being in therapy and stuff, like I do think that they might have had good intentions for us, but their natural feelings came out. Um, I don't think that I think they saw you maybe envious is the right word to use because we were living our lives, even though we weren't like out of the closet, we still had it better than them. Um, Probably when they were growing up, being as though that they were older and society was less accepting to the lifestyle. For me, I think it was more so like they did not have the ability to be who they were. We didn't either, but I think back in their day, it might have been more difficult for them to live the way that they wanted to. And so I do think that the intention at first was maybe positive, like let me take this little boy under my wing and give him something that I didn't have, right? Um,
I
and
think the
so,
intention at first was from a positive place,
yes.
but I I do echo your sentiments with like they were envious,
Mhm.
and because and I'm not trying to boost us up, but we were fearless.
Mhm.
Like when we were in our teens, we were very like
We came out to our
you
parents.
you
Mhm.
were very like take me how the fuck you want. Like I'm gonna fuck you up. Like
Yeah, I fought a lot.
if
Like,
you if you if
yeah.
you don't
Mhm.
respect me, bitch, I'm gonna make you respect me.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I do think that they did come from a space of these young gays are gonna be like I can't imagine where they're gonna be in 10 years. I can't imagine where they're gonna be in 5 years. I can't
Right.
imagine what they like
Because
and
I
we
think we both were out,
surpassed.
right? Because I came out the closet at like 14, 15.
I was
And
16.
so,
I was
yeah.
16 when I
And
came out to my
so they
first
would
book.
never dare tell their parents when they were that age. And so, again, I don't want to take anything away from them because it wasn't all bad. But like you said, I think they probably saw something in us and where we were headed, and they couldn't help but to
hate and try to
yeah, like do me like they
stunt
like
our growth. And
yeah, like
it was just so like I don't think it was even a lot of it, at least with mine. It
mhm.
wasn't even necessary. Like
No,
I
same.
have moments with my mentor that he was just so like mean,
Yes.
especially in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so like, and to give some background with my mentor without giving background, because I know you guys know I don't like to fucking share too much, but it's like I had got him a job. Like we had
Mm-hmm.
fast forwarded in life where I'm now in a different position that I can like try to get you on, and I had got him a job, and he was the cause for me to leave that job.
Mm.
And that was like, anyone that knows me know like I am my work. I am how
Mm-hmm.
I show up at work, and that was the eye-opening thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've recently come to terms with my mentor that we can like correspond here and there, more there than here. But I could never forget that shit.
Yeah.
And I
And
will
it's funny
never
that you say
forget that
that
shit.
because, it seems like both of our folks have circled the block, right? Me,
Mm-hmm.
I just have not. I mean, this man has tried to reach out to me via my best friend Z,
Your
my
sister.
sister, and has even as recently as maybe 3 months ago sent me a message on Facebook asking me to call him. No, absolutely not. And I just ignore. Z has seen him. My sister has seen him, and he'll ask how Jason is, and like he's great. Like maybe hyping it up, like oh bitch, he's doing this, he's doing,
But I
and
also feel like the difference of my mentor and your mentor is
mm-hmm,
my mentor fucked up, and they did. I would never make it seem like they're better than your mentor because they fucked up too.
mm-hmm,
But your mentor crossed boundaries that should never be crossed in a friendship.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
If you're my friend, like let's take the mentor out of it.
yeah.
You're my friend. Why do I feel like you're doing things to tear me down?
And I didn't look at it that way though. When I was younger, I thought I didn't look at that way, and I didn't understand him infiltrating all of my
All
friendships.
your friendship.
All
He
my
tried to
friendships, every last friend I had, he infiltrated.
Jay's mentor, and to let y'all know our history. Jay's mentor tried to like be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's anything that anybody know with me, my friends know this. I'm loyal as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
When they wrong, they right.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be to my detriment. But
Mm-hmm.
that's just how I am with my friends. So
Mm-hmm.
when he tried to like, first of all, I never cared for your mentor because he made the whole comments about
Right.
Jamaicans and we get
Right.
so much shit. Foreigners get so much things in America. So
Right.
I never cared for him.
Mm-hmm.
So when he did try to like recruit me to his side, it was like, I really don't fucking like you now for real.
Right.
Like
Right.
for real. I was just,
Mm-hmm.
and Jay never understood back in the day. He was just like, I don't know why. I don't like him. Don't bring him around me. I don't want to be
Mm-hmm.
around him. I don't want to be in the same. And I don't understand. I don't want. Don't bring this man around me. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
And I think like I feel like so just an update. He went back to jail.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah, he went back to jail for another bank robbery.
I remember you told me. He got locked back
When
up.
I think
And was sending you letters and shit. Like, wasn't he trying to like
yeah,
write you from fucking
yeah,
jail?
I think I had turned 20. Yeah, I think I had turned 19 or 20. And mind you, this was like a 2-year friendship, but it felt like forever, right? Like shit.
Mm-hmm.
He went back to jail for robbing a bank, and I just one thing about me, bitch, and I always tell my friends this, like, don't if we're arguing, do not create distance, because I learned to live without you. I start to reflect on the shit that you've done. And I'm really big on like self discovery and, reflecting and shit like that.
Reflecting,
Bitch.
self-evaluation.
Yeah. Like, and I'm like, oh, if you give me enough time to think, bitch, I'm dangerous.
I always tell my friends, and I don't need you to like be here, but I need you to be here because if you show me that, don't let me be. I think what's been great with our friendship is that we've both had moments in our friendship that we've kind of been over it, and I feel like the other friend will carry it. So it's like if you'll feel over it, and I'll reach out to you. I'll feel over it, and you'll reach out to me, or we'll both feel over it. Take our time away.
Yep.
And we'll pop back up. What I do enjoy with our friendship, like, is that we do pick up like we never fucking left off. And
Right.
I think what our listeners would hearing us talk about this, they're like, but you guys record a podcast together. Me and Jay doesn't speak as much as I think everyone think that we do. And it's respectfully. Like Jay's super busy. I'm super busy. We're in 2 different time zones. But I think the years of friendship have brought on this respect.
We set the foundation.
So it's just like we'll pick up where we left off. If Jay needs me, I'm there. If I need Jay, he's there. Like, and I know that. So it has a different level of just like, I think someone said to me, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. So I think that's our friendship. It's like we understand it, so we don't feel the need to explain it to anybody.
Yeah.
But going back to our mentors, I do want to make the caveat that people do grow, people do change.
I don't think that.
I think people change if they, and this is just I statements. People change if they recognize that they've done things wrong. And to recognize that you've done things wrong is hard because it's self-reflection. So most people don't do the work to think that they did anything wrong. So when I say people change, I'm talking about those people that do the work. And I consider myself as one of those people that has done the work. I thought it was everybody else, but it was me.
Yeah, I don't think people change. I think
people can evolve.
when we say people can change, I think there's categories to that, right? Like, I could stop cussing. I could change. I could, whatever.
Right.
Maybe I can change how I show up, but that I'm not showing you. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's still in me. I'm not going to show up this way.
Right.
But
I
think some of the things that you and I went through with these guys, I think they're character flaws. And
absolutely.
I don't think when you have a character flaw, I don't think that can be changed. I think you can just mask it and hide it, but it's always in you.
Because that's just who you are. And I feel like that, but I feel like when I say like you do the work and you do, I think that like people can't infiltrate you and can't really even make you feel like you need them if you know yourself. And I feel like we were preyed upon when we were younger because we didn't know who the fuck we were.
Yeah.
And it was like we were still trying to figure out. We didn't know what we stood for. We didn't know what we were. So these men, these grown fucking men, preyed upon us and tried to make us think that
live
their
through
way,
us, right, and live through us.
And and once we both dealt with it at different times, like I left the job over it. Like this shit changed my life.
Yes, same.
Like
I have trauma from it.
And when I say people change, I'm speaking from a place of a person that's a work in progress. And I'm trying to be in a good place, like with my ex-mentor that's no longer a mentor. He's the mentee.
Yeah, I don't know why you still allow that man to be in your life. I'm not saying you gotta do what I did, but
no, you said to me a long time ago, you was like, and again, I'm a work in progress. A long time ago, you said to me, Siobhan, I think that you value more of the time that people has been in your life more than the impact that they've made in your life. So he's one of those people that is just like, well, I've known him for 25 years or 30. So it's just like, and I need to get to a space, and I'm not there yet. Like, like I'm still working, still a work in progress. I need to get to a space where it's okay not to deal with him. But I'm in a space where it's just like, I feed you with a long handle spoon. I feel like I'm now a smarter person. I'm now a wiser person. So you can't get me how you got me before. Like, you can't do this shit to me. And I set the terms of our friendship. And that's something that I've learned throughout the years. Like, bitch, you set the tone. Like, you decide when you want to deal with this person or not. If you want to answer, bitch, you answer. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, and I don't even fuck it. You understand? Saying fuck them, fuck them.
And after this episode, I don't know where my mind is, because, like I said, I
fuck them.
never thought about it as grooming.
Yeah.
But you really, and this is why I say the podcast is so like, people, you guys don't realize like this shit is like eye opening, not only for you but for us too.
Because I would never dare put someone, a kid, in the situations they put us in.
And again, after like, having a conversation,
you're out with
1,000,000%.
a 16 or 17-year-old person at 3:00 in the morning. Why the fuck aren't you like, bitch, get home before your parents say something?
I'll say this. What the fuck do you have in common with a 16-year-old, 17-year-old person in your 20s or 30s?
30s, in their 30s, exactly.
Like, y'all can't even do the same shit.
Yep.
And when I say that you said some shit that, like, pointed some shit out, we couldn't even drink.
Right. But we were drinking.
We were drinking because we were, and that's the thing, like, we were being manipulated. We would go around them to drink. And I said, like, it took me crawling out of his house, his apartment building, to realize, like, this is probably not the best person. This is probably not the best influence for you. Like, because they ain't even walking you downstairs. And your cousin's picking you up. And I got to explain to your cousin why you can't even walk to their car. At 18. But yeah. Food for thought. Food for motherfucking thought.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't even. His message is still like, 'cause it's a message request. And it's just funny because he actually wrote a book last year.
Oh yeah.
And so again, he always inboxes my sister and I said, Ebony, please just block him.
What's so weird is Eb don't even fuck with people like that.
No, she don't.
It's amazing.
No, but see, my sister is like, she'll ignore you. Like, that's my sister. She'll avoid or ignore you. Like, she'll read your message. She reads the message and don't respond. But like, it's been a time or two that she's seen him actually, like, in the store or outside and shit like that. But even Z, he'll inbox Z, and Z like, he hit me up asking about you, and blah blah blah. But yeah, so we've been wanting to share that for a few years. We talked about sharing our story with, but I think we're in a position now because, again, I didn't realize that it was grooming until I shared with my friend and my therapist what some of the trauma I have from that relationship, that friendship.
I have so much to talk about this week with my therapist.
Yeah, and it's so it established why I demand respect now and why I don't do the fuck shit in friendships, because I felt like, I didn't have a voice when I was in their presence and stuff, because I always thought, again, being in therapy, every time someone has said they loved me, they hurt me. And so, yeah, but that's another topic for another day. So let's I've spoken to other Black gay young men like us, and they have had the same situation. And I'm like, that's why I kept saying, we need to talk about this, because that shit is so fucking crazy how we see these older men. And again, I think it goes back to them living through us and still being envious of us because, what we did or what we were doing in our childhood, they did
or what we were
not.
capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
We both have young LGBTQIA family that we encourage and we mentor.
I'm really big. I don't mentor anybody. I'll say that now. I don't mentor anybody. Only because I have PTSD. Yeah, I have PTSD from all of that shit. And then, for me, what was I gonna say? For me, I feel like if I was ever put in a situation where I needed to mentor or guide a young gay man, that I would definitely put parameters or, around the relationship. I would definitely approach it from a big brother. And that's me saying, bitch, get your ass in the house. Where you at? Like, go ahead. Like, I'd rather you say, chef, act like a lady. You shouldn't be getting drunk in public and acting a fool and whatever. I'd rather you say that instead of feeding me the alcohol. I'd rather you you know what I'm saying? And I
set me
think
up for
God,
success and not
yeah,
failure.
yeah. But look where they are right now too, and look where we are.
But
No shade. That's no comparison.
But I also thank God that in our era, we still did have some other positive things to look at. Like we still did have some other people that we wanted to live up and be like. Like we had Noah's Ark. We had these different things that was just like, this is where I want to be. I don't want to drop his name, but we had a teacher that is in the lifestyle that was just like, okay, well, we didn't know then, but it was just like, I wouldn't mind emulating him. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
yes, Mr. Walker. I'm gonna say his name. I don't give a fuck.
I knew you would. I knew you,
Yeah.
and I rather you said his name
Oh
than me.
yeah, because one thing, Mr. Walker, it's so funny. I didn't even think about Mr. Walker until you just said him. One thing about Mr. Walker that I always remember. Now, I would consider him a mentor.
Me too.
But he was very
professional mentor.
Yeah, he was very
intentional on what he did, what he said, how he did it, how he
said but
it.
I mean, he was very cautious is what the word I'm looking for. He was very cautious because I was his student, right? And so one thing that I remember, and I always remember this. It's so funny. Mr. Walker hit me up on LinkedIn.
Don't. Okay.
What? Bitch, shut up. What are we doing? Don't what?
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Well, let me get it out first before you just jump down my fucking throat, bitch.
You just said Mr. Walker. Don't.
No, Mr. Walker.
I'm sorry. I know too much. I know too much where the bodies are buried, bitch.
Mr. Walker hit me up on LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and I never answered him. It's crazy that you bring him up. But one thing that I always remember about Mr. Walker is when I was a freshman, I was getting picked on a lot about, being gay and stuff like that. And Mr. Walker pulled me inside and said, sometimes you got to fight back. I'll never forget the way he looked at me. He pulled me inside and said, sometimes you got to fight back. And bitch,
my friend fought back.
I fought back. What? Oh my God.
And it's funny because I always think back. I always think back on our friendship and think about how it wasn't an easy path. Like we weren't even and not saying we weren't meant to be friends, but we weren't aligned at one point. It was just Jay was Jay, Chef was Chef. We were two different entities. But when I saw how much they kept fucking with my friend, It was just
I
like,
wasn't your friend at the time,
at the
bitch, because you
time
was
it
one of the
wasn't.
ones fucking with me. But go ahead.
Whatever.
That's because, and I don't want to age us or anything like that, but yeah, that was because you were older than me,
And I
and
was in this funny, and I want to say this part of it. Like, when we first became friends, I was Jay. Like, I was who Jay is now. Like, Jay is very like, Jay's in my eyes. Jay's very masculine. He's very like, I
bitch, you thought you was masculine when?
In them days, bitch, sideburns connect.
A big girl.
Bitch.
But you've always had a purse, even in high school. So I don't know.
I had a drawstring motherfucking Timberland bag. But and I've said this to you before. It's not the first time I've said this. Like, Jay's who made me fearless. Like, when like Jay came out before I did. So it was just like, shit, well, if he could do it, bitch, I could do it. Like, fuck it. And I think that it was just, it was, I appreciate you as a friend. And we've dealt with ups, downs, and sideways. But no matter what, I would want to say that on this episode, I appreciate you as a friend. And
I think that, you took it way back. All right, so I want to hear, we want to hear your story. If you guys can relate, if you had, fairy godfathers, mentors, groomers, or what we've called them different names this whole episode. We haven't been consistent with using the name, but or labeling them. But oh yeah, bitch. But we want to hear your story. And so if you have stories or if you share similar experiences around having, a mentor, a fairy godfather, a groomer, or whatever you want to call it, since we've called it so many things on this episode, write us. Let us know your story. We want to hear it. We want to create a safe space. Maybe we'll do like a Instagram live or something.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and maybe we need a support group, child.
I could use a support group for more reasons than one.
Okay, well that's on my list to start a support group or for something else. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, yeah. But thanks for tuning in to Catch My Black and Gay podcast. Follow us on all social media platforms at Catch My Black and Gay.
Catch my black and gay, bitch. Catch my black and gay, bitch.
If you enjoyed this episode or have a podcast topic idea or just want to say hey, give us a call at 213-349-8220.